Hello, how's everybody doing today, guys? My name is Oleg, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of the stocks that I see value in. And today we're just going to talk about four main stocks that I'm going to be trading this upcoming week that I see a lot of potential in. We're also going to talk about two stocks that are very high risk stocks, in my opinion, but with a high risk, there's a higher profitability potential for profit. Let's just look at those and see what we think, and let's perform an easy, very simple, and very quick technical analysis and see what kind of potential those stocks actually have. So the first stock that I would like to break down with you guys is going to be SOXS. And this stock is actually pretty risky just because it shows a very descending pattern over a 180-day chart. This is something that I don't usually trade, but I do like this pattern just because it shows a sign of reversal right now. And the 180-day SMA line that used to be acting as a resistance, it's actually acting as a support right now and currently breaking through the 180-day SMA line. Basically, what I wanted to take a look at with you guys is something that actually attracted me in this stock a lot is the potential of making this margin of profit from the current price to the 180-day SMA line, which can potentially act as a resistance line. So it kind of offers approximately 9% margin of profit, because if we get to it, it's going to be approximately 9.5% margin of profit. It seems like it is worth for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and set up an alert, and if it actually breaks above or at this price, I'm actually going to enter a position, and the alert has been set up for $11.07. So if it breaks above that price, I'm going to take a position on it, and I'm going to make sure that I do a follow-up on it every single day, because as we can tell, whenever it actually did hit this previous support line, it has started bouncing off, and when it got to approximately the price where it's trading at right now, it actually took a little dip, and it started contracting, and then it started the reversal back up right here, and it ended up reaching 19% profit within 2 days. So it is actually a pretty volatile stock. As I said, pretty high risk because of the strong descending pattern overall over a 180-day chart. But yeah, make sure that if you guys understand the patterns, if you do understand your risks, make sure to do a follow-up on this one. Let's see what's the next one is. The next one is MB. So MB is actually offering to us the strong ascending pattern, and it has bounced on the 180-day SMA line previously multiple times, and it has acted as a support line, and right now it has actually broken through 180-day SMA line, and it didn't act as a resistance at that time, but it was able to recover after the earnings, and it's currently showing the signs of up trading pattern. So basically, what I'm going to do is I have actually set up my alarms, so whenever the second alarm will go off at 39.77, I know that the uptrend has been confirmed, and I will take a position in this stock. So one thing to consider is that it shows us signs of a reversal, but at the same time there is still potential for it to meet the resistance at this particular level, because it has been bouncing off and it has been showing a lot of consolidation at this particular level, its price, and it has been pretty volatile, as we can tell right over here. It has went up 15% within 9 days, and then it dropped 20%. Obviously, it's due to the earnings, and there are no earnings that are coming up anytime soon. But just in case, we will do our due diligence, and we will follow up on this one within a couple of days and see if the uptrend has been confirmed. And if it has, then we're just going to make sure that we did everything correctly and invest into this stock. If not, we will just wait. Let's see what the next one is. So the next one is actually pretty interesting. So it's TMUS. It's T-Mobile, multi-billion-dollar company. Oh, I wasn't typing. Multi-billion-dollar company. Right now, after the earnings a couple of days ago, has actually dropped in price by a very, very significant margin. And right now, it shows the signs of ascending pattern. So basically, what we need to take a look at is, if we get a little bit closer of a look, for the past couple of days, it has been consolidating, and it was able to actually break above the previous resistance line. So this is a sign for me that this stock is potentially going to be trading up within the next couple of days. Obviously, we haven't received the full confirmation of it actually trading up. That's why I do have an alert set up for $57.58. So when it breaks above $57.58, I'm going to take a higher position because I have taken a position on it right now, and I think I'm currently red, and I think it shows negative $30 approximately. But if we actually take a closer look at one-day chart, I know that it has been trading down for the past within the Friday, but I do see a high volatility right before it closed out, which makes me think that it has a very high potential of going up on the Monday. So tomorrow is Monday, and we will do our follow-up within the next couple of days. Most likely Wednesday, we will see final results. But yeah, definitely we'll do a follow-up on this one. All right, so the next one we're going to take a look at is going to be RRD. This is something that I'm pretty excited about, but it doesn't have a lot of volatility, which means that there's a higher risk for a higher reward. Let's take a look at the 80-day chart. So one thing for us to understand is that it shows a strong descending pattern. 180-day SMA line has been acting as a resistance multiple times. We can see it right here. It has been bounced off and it has been consolidating on 180 SMA line. Then it has dropped. It has been pretty good with breaking it and going through it and actually uptrending through it. So right now it actually is in a pretty good buy to sell ratio according to the RSI indicator, which is right here. And it shows that the margin of profit that it offers is approximately 20%. And right here, if we go and look at the main chart, it actually offers 15.5%. So 15.5% up to the 180-day SMA line, which will most likely, due to the technical analysis that we just performed, is going to act as a resistance. One thing that I would like to wait is for this price to actually break above approximately $7. So I'm going to create an alert, and I'm going to say create. So now when it breaks above 696, that's when I will know that there's a confirmation that it's actually trading up and there's a potential for me to actually make that margin of profit. So what I'm going to do is I actually want to get a closer look into that. And it seems like it has hit that price before, but it has been acting as a resistance. So we did actually set it correctly. Yeah, the margin of profit is still there, definitely. And it shows a sign of reversal, and it's currently trading over a 20-day SMA line. So hopefully we will be able to actually do the follow-up on this on Monday, and hopefully we will see the signs of uptrend. But yeah, let's leave it at that. And the two stocks that I want to talk to you guys about are pretty high risk stock, so I definitely do not suggest you invest into it unless you understand what exactly you're planning on investing into. So the first one is going to be CUTR, and this stock has actually dropped in value significantly right after the earnings. So it has been showing this very strong uptrend on 180-day SMA line. One thing to consider with this one is that it has just crossed a 20-day SMA line, which tells me that there's a potential for it to actually be going up to the previous support, which will act most likely as a new resistance. So what we're going to do, I stopped working. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the margin of profit. So margin of profit is definitely there. So it has actually gained approximately 12.5% within last week, which is very good indicator for me, and overall it shows the uptrending pattern. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a follow-up on this one, but I also want to take a look at the general indicator for 3 years. Okay, yeah, it was a significant drop. Definitely shows the green candle over here, which means that there's a potential for it to go up, and it has been going up for the past couple of days, as I said. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up an alert for it to break above 42.35. I'm going to set create. This is going to be my new support line. This is actually going to be my confirmation for it to be uptrending. And as I said, the margin of profit is definitely there. So we'll do a follow-up on this one as well a little bit later. And also guys, there's going to be another video that I'm going to be doing throughout the week. And also guys, I'm going to try to create more videos for us to do follow-ups on and breakdowns of the stocks that I do see potential in throughout the week. So I will do a video on Sunday, and I will try to create a video within the next 2 to 3 days. So somewhere in the middle of the week, so we know what current the situation on the market is, and do our follow-ups on the stocks that we previously discussed, and just make sure that the breakdowns that we are doing are correct and they are following the market price. Okay, and the very last stock that I want to break down is going to be, the ticker symbol is AGRX. AGRX. So this one is actually very crazy because it has dropped in value significantly twice over 180 days. So over the last half a year, it has dropped by 400% here, and it has dropped 300% here. The interesting thing about this stock is that it has been on the market for quite a while, and it has dropped in value here once, and then it started to trend up on the very next day. So literally the day after, it's starting to trend up, and then we have 0 days 45% up. So it went up 45% in one day. That doesn't mean that it's going to happen one more time, but just in case, this is something for us to look into. And if we do see value in this, we might as well take this one into our watch list, and they take this one into our consideration and potentially make a little bit of profit whenever it opens up. Obviously, we can tell that it has dropped in value on Friday, and the volume has went up on Friday, but it has also went up 22% on Friday as well. So let's take a closer look at one-day chart. And it is kind of hard to see just because the graph is so skewed to the right. But what we can do is we can actually just click an estimate to the price after market, and if we can see that it has went up 23% in one day, which is a huge margin of profit. As I said, it doesn't have to necessarily mean that it's going to happen on Monday, but it's just something that I see value in, and something that I'm going to be doing a follow-up on Monday. So hopefully it will work out. We'll see. Obviously, we're not going to make any silly decisions based on the analysis that we just did and our due diligence based on the graph that has been showing us the patterns that this stock is currently trading at. So those are just 6 stocks that I really want to talk to you guys. This is a recap of all the stocks that we looked into. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy the video, please click on the thumbs up. I would appreciate it a lot. And yeah, have a profitable week.